Hey, Ripper XT here. Going to be doing another video review. This time, Patrician 4 is on the table. I'd like to start off by thanking Calypso Media. They did provide this game for a review, and we just appreciate their helping get Godhead Gaming on the map and providing us with this content for us to take a look at. Another thing I really think is worth mentioning is this game really shows the diversity of genres that are on the PC platform. A game like this wouldn't necessarily be, in my opinion, very successful on a console. Not only is it kind of that third-person mode, the RTS type camera style that really doesn't do so on the console, but in my opinion, it wouldn't really attract that type of gamer either. But being the opinionated fanboy of the PC platform I am, who knows? Patrician 4 is more for the style of gamer that can appreciate, maybe a slow-paced game, but has really deep and rewarding decision making. Now, Patrician 4 doesn't run the newest DirectX 11 engine or anything like that, but it does a great job of doing what the game was built to do: become a business juggernaut in the 14th century. The game starts you off with a pretty basic tutorial. Personally, the learning curve was pretty high on Patrician 4. Finally got into the game once I found out how to automate some of the trade routes and some of the things that are integral to the beginning part of the game. Where the game really took off for me was the ability to set a business in town. First you have to gain reputation in the towns, either by donating to the church, completing assignments, or doing good fair business in the town. Once you meet the qualifications to get permission from the local town guild to build certain types of businesses, you can really start to control the supply and demand that the trade market has. Now, like I said, the game does start off kind of as a tutorial, and it gives you different objectives to meet. So the first objective, would just be, build a ship, or send a ship out to a trade route, or buy some goods. Really simple. But as the tutorial goes on, it gets deeper and deeper in the gameplay, and you learn how to stockpile resources to control supply and demand. You learn how to train captains to do better trading on their own, so you don't have to monitor every single transaction that's made. You can hire an administrator at your warehouse to sell and buy goods during good times in the market. So really, the game comes down right now in the beginning for me is you're just trying to make money. You're trying to gain reputation in the town so you can build more business. I've played Patrician 4 long enough to know that I am going to really enjoy playing it for a lot longer. The game started off pretty slow for me, but like I said, I feel that there's a pretty steep learning curve. It slowly introduced me to all the features in the game, and I know there's still a ton of potential that I haven't really gotten into yet. I've already started to automate my trade routes and train captains to do more efficient trading to make me more money. And now I'm starting to build housing and becoming a landlord and starting to build businesses in certain towns, building up reputation. So far I've really liked the game, and I can see some really great potential where it's going. There's a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. There's large expeditions you can send your convoys on. You can actually build patrol convoys to take on missions to go take out the local pirates that are raiding the trade routes. As you notice, a lot of the video that I've taken in this game, a lot of menus, a lot of top-down views of towns. That really is your user interface. There's a lot of menus in the game, but there's a lot of decision making. Every single menu has lots of options to tweak and customize, what trade routes are doing, what your administrators are doing, how much to charge for this, how much to sell, that for, how much to buy this for. It's a really heavily menu-driven game. It reminds me a lot of, say, like the Civilization games, or, even SimCity, like I mentioned before. So, just, if you're into those type of games, Patrician 4 is really cool. If you're not, you probably won't enjoy it, but, I really do because I'm a fan of this type of genre. Now, I want to spend a lot more time with Patrician 4 before I kind of give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down or any sort of conclusive review, because, like I said, I still have a ton of stuff that I haven't got to do. But so I am going to revisit this game. This is just kind of like, the first impression review. What kind of gamer is this going to attract? So, stay tuned, and I'm going to revisit Patrician 4 with maybe a little more detailed video, probably a little bit shorter, but maybe just some of the stuff that it leads into, maybe the expeditions or some of the ship combat, which I haven't got into yet. So stay tuned.